All right, so we are here. First off, welcome everybody to the live stream portion of Marketing Minds Meet. We're just doing a quick little segment here. We have a brand new guest here with us. They are a new addition to the Grosse Pointe Chamber of Commerce, and but they are not foreign to the area. They actually grew up here, and let's just say it's a bit of a homecoming for them. So, so I have here today with me on the program, Abigail Turnbull. What's up? How are you?
I'm great. How are you? Thank you for having me.
So we're chatting here with Abigail about the recent happenings and updates and what's coming up with the chamber. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to fill everybody in and clue everyone in on what's going on right now with the chamber and kind of your vision, your plans, your hopes for what's going to be in the pipeline.
There's a lot going on with the chamber. Should I now also go into events we have coming up or save that?
This is go right ahead.
Okay. So, well, I'm the membership and events coordinator, and I've been with the chamber for almost a month now and have been blown away by all of the opportunities that we have to grow, to engage. And now is a great time to be focusing on all of that coming out of the couple years of the pandemic. And I'm very excited. And last week we had our annual membership networking dinner. That was a great success and that was a lot of fun. We had a new program with that where we gave away 3 scholarships to young entrepreneurs. And that was cool to hear about how kids in high school can find the time, the motivation to start their own companies. And it was very inspiring for everyone. And I was excited about that. And I'm looking forward to building that more for next year. And a big focus of mine too is to have our calendar built out for the rest of the year with our smaller networking events. And we do those about twice a month. Our next one is coming up on Wednesday, February 8th, and that'll be at Big Boy on Mac in the Woods at 8:30 in the morning. And February 8th. And then March 1st, we have another one at Mooring Woods Flowers on Mac, also in the Woods. They're a member as well. That'll be an after hours happy hour networking event. And those, for those who might not know, those are a great way to just go in, not really formal. You meet people, you can talk about who you are, what you do, and what your tie to the community is. And that's fun for people to meet. And I've already heard of great stories of people going, meeting at those events, and then turning it into a great business relationship. And that's how I met Walter and how I'm here now on the podcast, which is
That's right.
exciting. And I won't go into every other networking event we have planned for the year, but those are all on our website, our social media, and anyone listening, if you're interested in hosting, let me know. I'd happily set that up. It's a great way for people to learn about your business too. Other than the networking events, some other big events that we do, our next one coming up is May 4th, and that is our annual Mayor's Prayer Breakfast. And that'll be at the Country Club of Detroit. And that is at every event we do, we try to engage someone in the community who has done some kind of amazing work and given back. And so that's our way to then give back to them. So we'll be honoring someone at the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast. And I don't believe I'm allowed to say yet who it is. So stay tuned for updates on that. But we have a really great speaker lined up for that. That'll be fun to bring a lot of the community leaders together too. In June, on June 23rd, we have our Legacy on the Lake event, and that's at the Ford House, which is something, just a sidebar. I'm already seeing how fortunate we are to be in this community of venues because there are so many amazing places and everyone really does want to show off their space and who their team is and how everyone works together and can put on a great event. Going back to that dinner last week at the War Memorial, that was, I think, part of the major success was that people wanted to see the renovations they've done there and engage with the staff there. And that was a lot of fun for people to see a place that has been a staple in the community for so long, but how they're adapting and growing and making a new space. So that is great. And same thing with the Ford House. So back to June 23rd, our annual or our Legacy on the Lake. That'll be really fun for people to go see the developments they've made there and engage with some more community leaders as well. We have our art festival in August, and location is to be determined on that, but that's a great way for local artists and beyond to come and engage with the community and sell their art, show off what they do. I'm really excited about that too, because who doesn't love a fun art fair? And then our Santa Claus parade, the day after Thanksgiving, November 24th. It'll be here before we know it. Someone called me Friday morning asking about it. And I was like, okay, that's so far, but it's going to be here so soon.
No, please don't say that.
But that's a huge one. And that's great for the community too, because people are out and about and they might be in their pajamas, they might be in their sweats, and it might be the coldest day of the year, but people are out and they want to see the parade and how many people. It's just great to see the community come together for that. And that's one that really, having grown up here, it's one of the most fun events because you see everybody and everyone's out and about. And with that too, I'm hoping to turn it into more of a day-long thing where you go and you either walk in the parade or you watch it, and then after you go out and have lunch and you see friends here and then you go shopping. And I want it to be, you know, see how I can provide a little more to it from the chamber and engage everyone further. And something really fun with that too, a couple years ago, the float that we had that Santa rode on was sold, and unfortunately, it was a big miss for the community in the parade, but we since officially now have sketched up a drawing of what the proper word for it, I don't know, but the parade company is building a new float for us. So we will have a new Santa sleigh that will be for our chamber and for other chambers that are interested in renting it as well. It'll be a fun opportunity for us to share what we have, and that'll be great. So its big debut will be the parade this year. And I'm so excited about that. And the parade company is the coolest place. If for anyone who's been there, you know it, but you walk in, it's a massive warehouse and there are just floats everywhere. And it's kind of like you're seeing a celebrity because you're like, oh, I remember that float. I've seen that before. And they're massive and it's so cool. So for us to be able to have a parade company float that will be ours for our parade for the community is going to be incredible.
Well, that right there is that. I think that from what you just saw, I think we're already we're gearing up for quite the year that will be and is 2023. So that is really exciting to hear and to see that enthusiasm and that passion like coming from you is that just makes it that much more exciting and engaging. And to go off of what you were saying about the war memorial and that dinner, the chamber dinner, the annual chamber dinner usually takes place in February. It really was a sight to see the war memorial, and because they did some just recently finished up some renovations, and everyone was kind of like driving by going like, okay, what's it going to look like? How are we, is it gonna live up to the hype? And I'll tell you right now, I'll go on record and say it did. It definitely did. It's immaculate in there, gorgeous. Everyone there, staff and volunteers that attended, it was just a good atmosphere. The energy was just high and positive, and I think that's a great
Yeah.
that's a great thing.
It was great. And I think something to our benefit right now too is people are excited to re-engage, and they maybe haven't gone to a big dinner like that in a couple of years, and to then have the opportunity to go see a new space, meet new people, and just get back out into a kind of a normal circumstance, I think was really great too. And another part of the dinner that was great was the kickoff of our February Love for Local campaign.
Oh, that's
And
right. Yeah, talk about that.
yes, so that is great. Richelli came up with this amazing idea for us to highlight all of our members, and by sending in a video just saying, I'm so and so, my business is this, I do this, and you should love me because I do this for the community. And that has been so much fun too to get those videos. I know she's starting to post those today too. So to see someone to really put a name with the face, like, oh yeah, this business that I may not have known about is a part of the chamber and they do this and that's great. And I need to use their services, go shop there. I need to do all of that. So it's fun to just, another way to show off all of the great members that we have. And everyone is so different. Even businesses that you might think, oh, they're kind of the same, they do the same thing, but they don't, because the people behind them are totally different. And it's fun to learn more about everybody.
Is there still can members still apply for that?
Yeah. It's just a matter of making a video, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and sending it to Richelli, to me, to the chamber, DMing it, anything, we'll get our hands on it. And if you can't film it yourself, we're happy to film it for you. We don't have equipment like you do, but The iPhone does a pretty good job. It gets the job done.
Well, I definitely might have to have you or Richelli kind of just assist with just kind of like what to say. It's like I can be like, hey, pick me, you know.
Yeah. So, well, just to give an example, and a lot of them are just they're quick. You just say, "Oh, hi, or I'll act like I'm doing one. I'm Abigail Turnbull with the Grosse Pointe Chamber of Commerce, and we provide resources for engaging our community members and planning events for them and working with them on what they want to see. And you should love us because we love you." And that's a good example.
I
On
love
the
it.
spot,
I love it.
I was like, "Wait, did I say everything that I should say?" But I think I did. So
Yeah, you're fine. It was fine. It was great.
yeah.
No, I think that's awesome. And again, you're thinking outside the box. You're doing things and that not very many other organizations and chambers are doing, and that's why I know WA Hooper Marketing kind of definitely put all of their eggs with Grosse Pointe Chamber of Commerce. It was kind of just a no brainer, and I'm pretty picky. I'm a picky person. So, to win me over, it was just like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, and it's really close by.
Well, good.
So, with all that being said, let's get into a segment where we figure out what does Abigail enjoy doing in her downtime when she's not, directing members to or new members to the chamber and being at all these events and kind of being a new face to the organization. What does Abigail enjoy doing on her downtime and when she gets to relax and unwind?
I don't have downtime, Walter. Come on.
Oh, well, come on now. Everybody's got it.
I do. I just what's a normal day like? I'm involved with a few other organizations, so a lot of downtime is dedicated to those. And one nonprofit that I work with, I've developed a young professional network to be a committee because, and I see this with the chamber too, where a lot of the large nonprofit organizations that we work with have, they're starting to figure out or realize we need to get a younger following as well. We need the young professionals to be involved and be passionate about our mission and grow with us in that sense. So I work with a nonprofit on having a young committee for them. So that involves some event planning and communication pieces and things like that. I'm a member of a club, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say like names and stuff too. It doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
Well, the nonprofit is Beyond Basics, and they do literacy tutoring and have a lot of amazing stories on working with students who were reading below grade level. And Beyond Basics has tutors where it's a one-on-one, very intense tutoring program to get you up. And many of the students that they've worked with have gone up 4 to 5 plus grade levels in their reading, which, for me is crazy to think about, where I'm like, I can't remember when I couldn't read. And for students who are going through school and can't, it's great that they're doing a lot of great work to get the students to where they need to be to then be very successful. So that's really special. And I'm happy to be part of their organization. And I'm a member of the Detroit Athletic Club, and we have a young professional network there too. And I'm currently the vice president. So we do a lot of events to engage our members and kind of always trying to think outside the box too, of bringing in different organizations and seeing what else can we do in the community. And that's great. I've met a lot of great people there, and I'm grateful for all of that. And other than that, I love to eat and drink and work out. I do a lot of different things, dabble in different hobbies. I've been trying to get more into doing art classes, and
Really?
I took up glass blowing last year.
No
With
way.
the College for Creative Studies. Yes, and that was very cool, very different. It's just amazing when you really are doing it and thinking like, okay, every piece of glass that I have was somehow made by someone. And so that was really cool to engage with. And, you think it's going to be easy, and then it's like, oh no, here's just some kind of chunky paperweight. But that was a lot of fun. And I'm, looking into different things like that too. because there's in this area there are so many amazing places to do new things, and the sky's the limit, and may as well try to engage with it. I enjoy traveling too. Um, Last year, my family went on 2 big trips to Europe, and that was really, really fun.
Where in Europe did you go?
First, we went to Spain.
España.
We were in Madrid and Barcelona. My sister was living in Palencia, not Valencia. She was in Palencia, northeast-ish of Madrid, and she was teaching English there. After graduating from college, she went off and did that. So we had a family trip to visit her, and that was amazing to be able to go and try our Spanish. And I speak Spanish, but not nearly as well as they would like there. But it was beautiful, and we had great weather and a great time. And then we went to Scotland in June. We went to the village where my grandfather's from, which is Selkirk in the southern borders. And when we were there, it was the common riding. And I've been able to compare that really for people. That's kind of like a homecoming. And the whole town kind of closes for a week, and everyone has different parties and events and horseback riding and different, fun things like that. So it's another really cool thing to see a community come together. They don't care who you are, what you do. They all want to just be together and celebrate their community. So that was a lot of fun. And my family stayed in a house together. So it was really fun to all be together too, because no matter how close we are here geographically, we're never all having a slumber party, but to be together for a week and just experience what my grandpa grew up with was really, really special. So that was a lot of fun. And then I'm also at the point in my life where I have a lot of weddings, a lot of friends getting married, and it's so fun to see, everything that they're doing for that. And that's a lot of just travel too. Just later this year, it'll be 5 weekends back to back where my boyfriend and I are going from wedding to wedding, and different friends, different states, and
My God.
it's a lot of fun. It's crazy fun, exciting, always on the go.
Wow.
But the way I like it. And I love shopping. I'm trying to just think of what else do I
That's fine.
Love spending money. And that's another thing too, being with the chamber. I'm like, well, I've never gone to that store. I need to go there. And then I go and all of a sudden I have a new dress. I have new lotion. I have new stuff. But it's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think that's absolutely everything about me.
Yeah, no, yeah, you definitely covered a lot of turf. Food, you mentioned food and exercise. You like to cook, or is it more
I do like to cook. I don't cook as much as I would like because I live alone. So cooking for one can be hard, and I feel like I waste a lot. So I go out to eat a lot. And I get a lot of takeout. And then I work close to my parents' house too. So sometimes I just go, oh, what do you have for dinner? And then there I am.
You sniff it. You're just like, what you got over there?
I look at fine prints. Oh, you're home. What's going on? So.
And then you mentioned fitness. What type of workouts do you like?
HIIT classes. I like higher cardio, and I like the mix of strength training with that too. I'm trying to get myself to be a runner. I told myself I will run the international half marathon this year, but that's not until November. So I have quite a bit of time to prep for that. And once I just do it, I can, that's
something that we definitely have in common. I finally invested in a decent pair of running shoes.
And I need to get some new ones because the ones I've had right now are great, but they've worn out really fast. So I'm exploring.
Well, yeah, at least you had previous running shoes. The shoes I had were from got them on Amazon, and they're more, I think, specifically workout style shoes. So using them, I mean, I got to a certain point where if I got up to like past the 3-mile mark, on my run, I would start to get this pain in my right, like it would start on like my toe area and then like move to my right knee. And it was debilitating, like for a little bit. So I went to Hanson's running shop in the woods, and the guy, the person that was there, like really took the time to, like, I did the proper like foot analysis and all that, and I got a pair of Brooks running shoes. It's like it feels like I'm like on marshmallows. Like it's amazing.
I need to do that because, and I know too, there are so many, I feel like people in general, there's so much more access to fitness now and the recovery parts of it too. So that's something that I also try to think about. And there are some classes I do that are like like building good foundations for a healthy lifestyle and things like that to kind of tap into muscles you might not know are there. But like to your point, if your shoes don't feel good and you hurt your knee because of it, then you're going to be out, you'll be injured. And then there's a lot more that goes into getting you back to where you were. And but
Yeah,
great.
yeah, and I think it's interesting too. What you mentioned, the access to fitness, because like you have things like even these like these watches,
Mm-hmm.
like Fitbit style watches or the Apple Watch even. Now you're able to track your steps. You're able to track your heart rate, your temperature, your body temperature even. So who needs doctors? But um, but yeah, just being able to kind of take some more accountability and
Mm-hmm.
really take charge of your health and your well-being, is, I think, I'm for it. So, and interestingly enough too, the high intensity interval training HIT is, for short. I feel like that's really becoming really popular, and you're like the fourth or fifth person that's mentioned that, along with like strength training. So doing like more like weight based training, because it almost seemed like even like a couple of years ago was more people were kind of going more cardio based. They kind of wanted to get a little leaner. Now it almost seems like they want to, maybe tone up more, maybe add some more bulk, which, it's just interesting to see the fitness
And I
trend.
think too, just like a HIT class can really be for anyone, where there will certainly be people in a large class if that's the kind of environment you're going into. There will be the people that are just crushing it. They're really high level, high performance athletes. And then, a beginner too can be in the same room and do the same exercises, but on their own time. And that's something that I really like too with the classes that I do go to.
Yeah. And then also too, there was a gym that I used to go to, before it turned into like a home gym type of thing. It was called Max Box, headed by Matt Gallagher. What's up, man? And the premise was, creating this fitness program where you learn the basics of boxing. So you learn how to jab, you learn how to do the cross punches, the side punches, they call them the body punches, and then even adding in mitt training, which is great, or doing double end bag, kind of Texas your reflex, jump roping, um, and I did ask him. I was like, "Man, are you looking maybe at some sparring to this?" And he's just like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the demographic that's here probably wouldn't wouldn't like that." And I was just like, "Okay, point taken." But no, just even things like that, like having like the fighting style now becoming, really really popular and prominent. Which, hey, you know what? Um, go for it. um, so that's great. Learning so much about you and just all your interests and hobbies. But uh, so before we wrap up here, is there, with all the things that are going on with the chamber, events like you mentioned, the happenings, the future prospects that are in the pipeline, future members, and those individuals that want to inquire about what's going on with the chamber, learn more information. You guys have a website? Do you have a phone number, email, social media? Go ahead and plug all of the things that
We
in
have
regards to that.
all of the above. So,
Yeah, I love it.
as the membership and events coordinator, I am happy to take any questions, inquiries about joining, how to join, all of that. You can go to our website, grosspointchamber.com, and kind of explore everything that we showcase there. So we have a member directory. We have a little page that has the staff information, our board of directors, all of their names and information's out there. And So website, social media, we have Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, lots of information on there, and that's where we'll run our different campaigns and post about our events that are coming up and have the pages to RSVP to those. And if you want to contact me, pull up my card.
Do it up.
Yeah, I'm Abigail Turnbull again, and my number is 313-881-4722. I looked because I keep wanting to say it wrong, and I'm extension 102. And then my email is Turnbull, ATURNBULL @grossepointchamber.com. So anything, everything, reach out to me. And if you have a question that doesn't pertain to me, I will get you to one of our team members who can help answer it, whether it be Jenny, Richelli, or Lisa, who's in our accounts department. She does all of the billing and invoicing. She's a popular lady too in the office.
Yeah,
So-
so you'll give her your money and she'll take your money or whatever you want to call it. So there you go. And then also too, as Abigail had mentioned, all the things we did include it in the description below on this live stream. So we got the links to their website, all their social media, their email, I believe, is on there as well. But yeah, pretty much most of the things that Abigail mentioned. Abigail, thank you so much for taking the time today to chat with me and connect even more and really kind of give a full analysis of what's going on with the chamber and what will be happening and the vision is I think the future is looking very good. You got a solid team that's there with you, and I think that, as they say, teamwork makes the dream work. So props to you and everyone at the chamber office and the administration and the board for really being in sync with one another, and I'm excited and looking forward to what's gonna transpire for this year.
Well, thank you. I am too. It's been great so far, and going to continue to go. And yeah.
So with that being said, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to Marketing Minds Meets. If you haven't done so already, we do have other videos and other content here in our YouTube channel that you can check out. Check it out below here. There'll probably be some more descriptions here, or wherever it pops up. But if you haven't done so already, please be sure to like our videos, subscribe to our channel. Subscriptions are free. You don't have to pay anything. Or as I say, follows are free. #follows are free. And you can also find us on platforms like Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, and the Spotify channel as well. If you have access to that and the premium membership, you're able to view our video content on there as well. So hey, you got two platforms that you can watch our video, but our YouTube platform is really where we're going to have the majority of our video content will be on there, obviously, because it's YouTube. So once again, I'm Walter Hooper, WA Hooper Marketing. This has been another episode of Marketing Minds Meet. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Abigail for visiting and checking this place out, the Knot co-working space, and all your efforts that you've done so far with the chamber. It really it shows, and it's really awesome. So thank you so much, everyone, and this concludes another episode of Marketing Minds Meet, and we'll see you next time.